Welcome, 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 welcome to King Talk. Come in, come in, come in, come in. Bring your chairs, bring your chairs. We come to drop knowledge. We come to drop knowledge. We came to empower ourselves and become the best versions of ourselves through the knowledge of King Louis and whatever the hell it is he has to share with the world. Come get some of this wisdom. Come get some of this game. Come get some of this knowledge. Come get some of this power. Come get some of this power. Come get some of this. Hold on. Come to the live. Come to... Stop. Okay. I hear you, babe. Fuck. I hear you, babe. Yes. Come to the live. Today we're going to be talking about... I really want to talk about these dating apps today. Alright? And before I get started, alright, I'm going to drop some jewels about this type of stuff here. See, this is my issue, right? A lot of guys and a lot of people on the internet and a lot of these people on these podcasts and things of that nature, listen, I hear a lot of you guys always talking down on dating apps, always talking about how dating apps ain't shit. There's nothing positive you ever have to say about them. Whenever you bring up the concept of a dating app, it's always met with some type of pessimistic attitude. Guys, I'm here to tell you today that there's nothing wrong with utilizing dating applications. You just have to understand how to be able to utilize them from a position of power. What does that mean? What I mean by that? When you're using a dating app, you have to be aware of what to do, what to avoid, and the same strategies that you use for how you engage with women in the real world need to be the same strategies that you use whenever you're engaging with them on that digital world. But you guys will get it messed up. So without ado, I'm gonna just get right on into it, right? This is like the top 10. Well, I ain't gonna say top 10. I'm gonna give y'all 10. I'm gonna give y'all 10 ways to be able to utilize dating apps from a position of power so you won't have to look silly. Alright? You won't have to worry about looking silly. You won't have to worry about looking goofy. You won't have to worry about all these negative ass things that everybody and shit be bringing up. Alright? People talk shit about this. Understand this about dating apps, right? Understand this about socialism, period. Alright? We live in a world now where there's tools that's set up to our advantage to be able to help us to be able to communicate more effectively with whoever it is that we want to talk with. You see, people from high school you can keep in touch with, people from your job or your work or whatever it is that you're trying to do in life and whatnot. We have places set aside for that type of thing. Get me? What's going on, cuz? Oh, all right, cool. Here's my cousin I got here. All right, so number one, this is what we're going to go over first, right? Number one, you have to be picky, all right? Respect the algorithm with this shit. When you're using a dating app, all right, I need you guys to understand that y'all have a bad habit of going into the app and shit, and y'all swipe right on everything. And look, that's the realistic nature of a man, to swipe. Even things that we don't perceive as the baddest, the bitch could be like a 6 or a 5. Hell, she could even be a 4. If she's fuckable, guys is going to put a heart on it, and they're going to keep moving, and then they're going to want to understand why the hell it is they keep getting fucked up options with whatever it is they use when they're utilizing the dating app. And I'm telling you guys and shit, you feel me? Like, that's where it all starts. You have to be picky on this app. You guys will swipe on anything and then end up with these toxic ass, dumbass situations and shit. What's going on, famo? You guys will end up on these... What you say, gang? Yeah, she in there. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Basically what I'm saying is you have to be picky with these dating app things. Hold on. She said, hey, big head. Hey, baby. What's good, babe? What's good? It says you have to be picky. You know what I'm talking about? So you guys and whatnot, because you keep swiping right and 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 right, and you have more rights than you do your lefts when it comes to your swiping on your dating applications. Guys, I need you guys to understand that there's an algorithm that comes with this shit. There's an algorithm that comes with this shit. All right? When you guys when you swipe like that, you're pretty much telling the algorithm and everything, hey, I don't have standards. Yeah. But they don't understand that you have standards. They don't. The application doesn't understand what it is primarily it is you're looking for. See, when you're in the real world and stuff like that, yo, there's women all around you that, you know. And the thing about it too is, we as men value options. We value that. We don't care. Rather, you know what I'm saying, every bitch on our team ain't got to be a 10 as long as she's fuckable. That's just how the the mind works for a man, right? What she said? Nothing, just keep on thinking about you, what happened last night. But you need to stop. You on my loud and shit. Freaking love your ass. But listen, freaky deep. When you're on the dating applications, all right, and you guys continue to swipe like that, it lets the algorithm know that you don't really. So you see, the algorithm now is just going to start tossing you a bunch of junk at this point, because you don't have standards. In real life, when you operate, you need to have standards. Matter of fact, let me put a heart on you, baby. Look, I love you. You won't get me in trouble. I don't care. There you go. Fucking love you, baby. Alright? But you got to be picky with this shit. I don't care whether it's real life or whether you're on the digital spectrum of whatever it is that you're doing. You need to let them know that you're picky. And here's the thing. If you can't rule them out through physicality of whatever it is that you want, yo, there's got to be pretty bitches and stuff. See, this is how women get the options that they get on their dating night apps, because they actually went back and did some research on this. Men, most of the time, will swipe right more than they swipe left, so they'll get bullshit options. Women will swipe left more than they'll swipe right. So you know what it makes that algorithm have to do? Okay, I see you're picky. Let me go ahead and try harder to be able to find somebody that fits what it is that you're looking for. So then when the app automatically gives you that, you're able to have better, you know what I'm saying? What's the word I'm looking for? You get a higher entourage. I don't even know if that's the right way to pronounce that shit. You get higher class, you just get better options, you get prettier women, you get, you know what I'm saying, women and stuff like that. And here's another thing that's kind of dumb about it too, because when you really dumb it down, a lot of these apps and stuff, they throw women to you. If you can't eliminate them subjectively by, you know, their looks or whatever it is that you're looking for, and I get it, as men, we don't hate, we don't discriminate, we like all things, that's fine. But I'm telling you, you at least have to limit it. You at least have to limit it through your what's the word? Say like location, right? That's a perfect example. Perfect example. You'll get up there, you'll swipe right, whatnot, and then you wind up talking to bitches that be staying halfway across the world from you, be staying all the fucking where somewhere and shit like this, you feel me? All over the fucking map. You in fucking North Carolina, the motherfucker you talking to in goddamn California, y'all trying to get to know each other and establish something that's not worth talking. You don't see the point in doing this shit. Bro, when you're using the app, all the bitches or whatnot that aren't local to you or able to get to you, it's different if you're in a financial position to be able to go to them, but I don't even recommend that shit all the time. You feel me? Because if you're that damn stable, you can get bitches to come to you. But I'm telling you, bro, like for real, when you're using this app and shit, and whatnot, if you could just minimize Xing off bitches according to location, it'll set everything up more for you. You know what I'm saying? You have better options, you have better material, and the people that you're able to fuck with are actually reachable at this point. So if I'm going through an app and I'm looking, you know what I'm saying, seeing what matches and whatnot I might can come up with. Say I'm in North Carolina, right? Yo, I'm not finna be down, you know. Now, here's the thing. I will talk to a bitch that's way far from wherever it is that I'm at if I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like she has to wow me. She has to really wow me. It's just to show me that she's in that position or whatnot to be able to do such a thing as make a long distance trip to a nigga like me. All right? Or at least meet in the middle, something. But outside of that type of shit, let me see what you're saying up here, baby. She said, what trouble you getting me into? It's the nigga for me. Oh my god, this nigga. You talking about me, stop it. Why you so freaky, man? You need to stop. You're so freaky. You're so freaky. You're so freaky. Alright? Y'all be coming on my lives and shit. But yes, when you're on the live and shit like this or whatnot, not on the live, but when you're on the damn apps and shit like this, pickiness. I'm telling you guys, you have to be more picky with the selections it is that you're making. And you have to let the algorithm know that you're not just willing to settle for anything. That's the only way you'll be able to get what it is that you want. Because a lot of you guys be complaining and shit. It don't make no sense. That bitch way over there on the other side of fucking earth, man. You know damn well you ain't in no position to go fucking see her. Man, sit down and shut up that shit, man. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Now, I know people that have made long distance trips and whatnot. I know people that do that kind of stuff and whatnot. But guess what? They're in position to be able to make that. And they're willing to go and make that type of travel for what it is that they want. But I'm telling you guys, that's a dangerous type of trip to make. There's a higher risk involved with the long distance shit. So narrow it at least down to location. Get the locations and everything down to at least wherever it is. So that way when you do match up with people and stuff like that, you're matching up with people that's reachable. I match up with people I can walk down the street and see. I match up with people all I gotta do is go across town. I match up with people and stuff like that, you feel me? But most of the time when I deal with bitches and stuff, I don't like dealing with local ass bitches like that anyway, but there got to at least be a certain type of distance there. You know what I'm talking about? There has to be a certain type of reachability there. Like if I got a car and I got some wheels, right now, you feel me? I like being like Rocky Mount area and whatnot. For those of y'all from North Carolina though, y'all understand. I'm in North Carolina area. You feel me? I might go talk to a girl that, you know what I'm saying, I got some wheels and whatnot. She might stay in Greenville, or she might stay in Greensboro, or she might stay in Fayetteville, or she might stay in Raleigh, or she might stay in Durham, or she might stay in some of these other areas where there's higher potentials to be able to meet people and do what it is that you want. All right? A lot of you guys that get up here on these apps and stuff like that is not successful because you're in a small town. But like I said, when you're on the app, you can narrow that down by only allowing, you got to let the algorithm know that you're not willing to settle for anything. And then after that point, it's going to start bringing you people that's more local to you, more in what range it is that you want. If anything, they got a setting up there where you can set what range of people it is that you're looking for, how far away they are and whatnot. You don't want to stay in range with whatever is comfortable for you. All right? I ain't telling you I'm telling you how to do this game as far as game and whatnot, but I'm not telling you what to do in that aspect as far as your range and how far you're willing to go out. Just know that if you're willing to make a long distance trip for somebody that you met on a dating application, you're going to have to be able to take more risk involved with getting there. And long distance trips is normally what people use to capitalize on people, so be careful. Just put a wig on. Paris said just put a wig on. And you know what's crazy about this shit too? People be telling me that I look like an Egyptian, and they swear up and down and whatnot. Some dude came to me and told me he thought I was a Muslim. I'm not a Muslim. I'm a Christian advocate. I accept Jesus, you feel me, and plead his blood over my life. I accept him, and I believe in him coming up from the, the dead after 3 days and dying for our sins. I accept that. I accept that, but I don't knock anybody else that believes the same way. People of other religions love coming to rock with me, yo. They love being cool with me and stuff like that, because they like, yo, I meet other Christian people and whatnot, and it's like, yo, they just stick in the mud type people, and, they always trying to judge me and criticize me. Yo, you just meet me where I'm at. You understand. Yo, I got Muslim homeboys, yo, you feel me? Like, I got some bitches that's Catholic, you know what I'm talking about? You feel me? Like, I got women that believe in different stuff. But you feel me, like I don't rock with them on the same level as I do my Christian girls, you feel, because like we believe the same, you feel me, and I believe in that type of stuff. And I'm just telling you overall, you feel me, like people rock with me on that type of level because I choose to stand out and be the type of Christian that, you feel me, represents love to its fullest core. Now, I'm not perfect. I got a lot of stuff I do. Hell, I'm liable for people to be able to call me a hypocrite for half the things that I do. But one thing about me, I'm loving, I'm non-judgmental, and you feel me, I ain't trying to shove my belief down everybody's throat. But I'm deeply spiritual, though. I deeply am. And I can talk to y'all about anything. I can talk to y'all about anything. She said, if you want some hair over your head, just give me hold on, man, because these things coming down. If you want some hair over your head, let me give you some of my wig. You want some hair over your head? I'm going to take that as if you talking about giving me head. Well, I feel like you talking about me, jit. Oh, Haitians. You a Haitian Christian. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. Let's get into it. But that's number one, guys. That's number one. We got 10 to go through, but you know what I'm saying? That's number one. Number one is you have to be picky, and you have to be, you know what I'm talking about? You have to stay in your range. Stay in your range with whatever it is that's reachable for you, and allow yourself to be more picky with these apps. I need you swiping left more than you do right. And I need you to be able to go through these applications and stuff like that and just, you know what I'm saying, raise your standards. Raise your standards. She said, I'm a voodoo believer. I know people that do voodoo, and I know people that do voodoo. No, not voodoo. You know what I'm talking about, though. Oh, no. I mean, I would consider myself, because I'm not Haitian. At least not from my knowledge. You feel me? I am African, though. So that's how that works. All right. Number two, whenever you're on these dating applications and stuff, a lot of you guys, you end up catfished by bitches that get on there and whatnot, and they pretend to be something they not. And you feel me? Like, y'all be complaining about that shit. It's such a problem. Oh, you don't look like your pictures. You lied to me. This shit was old. All that kind of stuff like that. Yo, you know what eliminates all of that? You know what eliminates all of that? What would eliminate all of that is simply you requiring some type of video chat proof before you go about visiting the bitch or meeting up somewhere. And let me tell you something. When you do this and you make that move for yourself, I'm telling you, things will be better for you. And I'm not saying that 100% of the time that it won't be a catfish even if you video chat. But what I am telling you is it will reduce that shit tremendously. If I'm on a page talking to any kind of bitch, and you feel me, like before we meet, before we link, before we talk about meeting anywhere, before we do all that, look, add me on this. Let me video chat you first. See that you real. You get to see the real thing. I get to see the real thing. And then we're moving on from there. And if they're not willing to do that, then 9 times out of 10, they have something to hide. It's one thing if you're just shy or you don't look good at the camera, but set aside a time, a date, a moment, or something for somebody to be able to prove to you and give you the validation that they're a legit account. And I don't care what that is. That's the same thing for women that want to get hired to my freak chat. It's the same thing when you're talking about these dating applications. And it's the same thing we're talking about dealing with women in real life. You guys like to fuck with bitches without them proving anything to you. Allow them to prove to them that they are who they are. And I ain't gonna lie. Let me tell you the story about how I got catfished one day, right? Shit was funny as fuck. I ain't gonna hold you. Now, I sat down and I was talking to this bitch, and I had to drive out a little distance to see her, you feel me? But I ain't gonna lie, I need to get my rocks off, you feel me? So I decided I'd make the trip. And I set aside something else to do while I'm over there in case the bitch want the rain checks. That way I can say I ain't been played or whatnot, because I'm just looking for a reason to be able to travel and do my thing anyway. Anyway, long story short, we matched each other and whatnot. And yo, when I say I taught everything, all her pictures and everything was from the chest up. All you can see was her titties and her face, and it was up with her, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. She looked very, very nice. I ain't gonna say she was like 9 and 10, all that kind of shit like that, you feel me? But like realistically speaking, she was alright. You feel me? She was alright, and you feel me? She was fuckable enough for me. So we start talking, we start chatting. I get up there, I go boo, you feel me? I go to visit her and shit. And after I go to visit her, you know what I'm talking about? Like, she said, I text her and whatnot. I park outside her house and whatnot and shit. I text them like, I'm outside. You feel me? Come on out here. You feel me? So when she stepped foot outside, I said, yo, what the fuck? She looked like a blimp on 2 toothpicks. It was crazy as hell because her body was like circular. Her body was like bloated. She had like a bloated, like, what's that damn, that white tire guy thing? He's got like a bloated, like, he's like a fumbly type of blimp looking ass sperm looking dude. You feel me? Like he I think it's like Michelin tires or something. It's that damn white guy. He looked puffy. He was like a puffy guy. You feel me? He was like, stop. What she said? Paris said, stop calling girl B names. No, I will not do that. I will not do that. Because women give their pussy over to men that talk like that more so than they do men that don't. So, you feel me? All I care about is what women respond to. I don't care about that kind of shit like that. You feel me? I get more pussy than a little bit. Not bragging. But, you know, it never affected me in the pussy department, so I never felt the need to stop. I just use that term to describe a certain type of caliber of women, in particular the ones I deal with on a daily basis, because that's really what they are. Like I really fuck with authentic bitches. You feel me? Like I'm really out here doing this shit for real, getting to knowing people and whatnot, and making moves and shit, hitting licks through what we do. All right, that's different. Now, if you want to be a queen, show me some queen shit. You can be my queen too. If you want to be my bitch, you can be my bitch too. It don't matter. It does not matter to me at all. Does not matter. But it's all respect though. It's all respect. But yeah, back to the story though about me with this catfish shit. All right, so I'm out there and whatnot and shit. Yo, she look like a big ass fucking goddamn blimp. Like she like a blimp. She like a blimp on 2 toothpicks. You feel me? Like that's what it looked like. And when she would walk, it's like she would walk like a penguin. Like she would walk like that. She would walk like that, and she would like shift left to right. Like she got to lean all the way on one side to get her leg up in the air, to transition it forward to make that stop, just to lean onto that side. Yo, I thought the bitch was gonna fall over. I thought she was gonna fall over, yo. It was just crazy. It was fucking crazy. It was crazy. She did not look nothing like her profile picture, yo. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm talking about? Like, yo, so you feel me? I got in my feelings about the shit a little bit. I felt kind of played. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on and shit, you dig? Like, why is this bitch, you know what I'm saying, different than what the fuck is up here on her photo? Because I'm legit. I'm my photo. She come up to me, oh, you look just like your photo. Yes, because I'm legit. Why don't you look like your photo? Why you look like a big-ass fucking balloon? You look like a damn jawbreaker. No, not a jawbreaker, damn, what's that, lollipop? Like a lollipop. You're like a big-ass sucker. Like a big-ass sucker. Whatever the hell got a big-ass circular top, but something coming from it from the bottom and shit, you know what I'm talking about? Like, that type of shit. She was very, very overweight, you know what I'm talking about? Like, she just sloppy as hell. And the thing about it, too, was she wasn't the only person that was like that. Her whole family was like that, yo. Her whole family was like that. I'm talking about, she brought me in and whatnot to introduce me to her family and shit. Yo, the mama was sitting on the couch, and she was fatter than her. It was crazy. She was fatter than her. I'm talking about all these people up here was big. Brother big, mama big, everybody was big. And then they had nerve to ask me, did I want something to eat? And that's when I knew I was on the right path. Because I sat down to get me something to eat. Because I made up my mind, all this trip I done came over here, I'm going to get me something to eat before I fucking go. I'm going to get me something to fucking eat. And I ain't going to lie, they cooked on the grill and they made some, I'm talking about, man, they slid so much barbecue sauce over all that shit. And they was feeding us and everything while I was sitting there and shit. And I was like, it almost made it worth coming here. But besides the point, though, I went, go deal with this bitch. She was a catfish and everything. So I'm like, oh, fuck this shit here. I'm getting ready to make up my mission on how the fuck I'm going to get back, right? Away from her whole fucking family. Before I sit there and whatnot, I start noticing whatnot. Damn, you know what? This bitch, what really made me stick around was the fact that even though I got catfish, this bitch had a lot of money. She had a lot of money, yo. She had a lot of money. She was willing to spend that shit on me and whatnot, you feel me? She stayed buying me drinks, and she had a whole lot of marijuana, bruh. I'm talking about every time I turn around, yo, that bitch pull out shit like this. So you feel me? So I'm like, I was getting ready to walk through the door. As soon as I walked out the door and shit like this, you feel me? Like, she was on some type of shit where she was very aggressive too, you feel me? Like, she grabbed me by the shirt and everything, and she pulled me at me and everything. She like, you gonna fuck me tonight? I'm like, God damn, some aggressive ass energy coming off this big bitch. But let me tell you about it though. It was crazy because I stuck around. I knew for a fact I wasn't gonna fuck her. I knew for a fact but I think that she was trying to get me so high and so drunk that I fall for it, but I'm not that type of nigga. She said, Paris said, she said, LOL penguin. And she said, fuck up family. She said, but you still fucked her. No, I never fucked her. That's the part I'm getting at. I never fucked her. But I'm gonna tell you the reason why I stuck around. I stuck around because she had a lot of marijuana and a lot of money. She kept spending them. She let me go to the store and whatnot. She let me buy whatever fuck I want out of there. Let me tell you, throughout the course while I was there and shit, like, man, throughout the whole entire course while I was there, man, I got so high and drunk and fucked up, man, it didn't make no damn sense. It didn't make no type of sense. No type of sense. And after I got through, you know what I'm saying, talking that shit and whatnot, everything had to get cut short or whatnot because her ass threw the fuck up from drinking too much. Because, I mean, she had cans of fucking, the hell was it she had? She had cans of damn Steel Reserves, Ford Locos. She would turn them bitches up, right? And she would go, and I promise you, I'm not making this shit up, guys. She did like 2-3 of them like that, bro. Getting ready to try to turn around for a fourth one. That's how I knew the bitch was gonna throw up. So I'm just being cool. I'm trying to enjoy my high. I don't want to feel bad for using her. Fuck that. I don't feel bad for using her for all her money, her liquor, and her marijuana and shit. I don't feel bad about none of that shit. You know the reason why I don't feel bad about it? Because the bitch catfished me in the fucking first place. I'm tired of that shit. We get tired of that shit. I said, I done drove all the way out here. You lied to me. You did all this kind of shit like this, had me thinking something's gonna be something that's not. You're very fucking aggressive over here trying to take control over me, trying to treat me like something. I said, I'll tell you what I'm finna do. I'm finna down, get high as hell, get drunk as fuck, and you know, you wanna put a few dollars in my pocket too, that's fine, But I don't know why she thought things was gonna go down whatnot later on that night with her and shit like that. It never did. She threw the fuck up against the side of my damn car and whatnot. And after she did that shit, I took her the fuck home and I dropped her off there. And I never came the fuck back. Never. I never came back. I never did that shit. I never came back. I didn't return no phone calls. I didn't say, hey, how you doing? None of that shit. It was real fucked up how she doing me. But that's the type of shit you got to go through whenever you don't video chat a bitch and make sure that she is who she say she is before you go out to go see her, before you go out to fuck, or before you go out to go get drunk, high, or have fun with anybody. Especially through a dating profile. You make them show that shit. Alright? I video chat people before I go to see them. Or even if I don't see them, I gotta call them, I gotta do something. Alright? You guys be so ready to fucking rush into shit that you guys don't think about these type of things. You guys just want to rush and you want the gun. I'm like, no, man, video chat the bitch first. Make sure it ain't a man behind the page. Paris Nikki said she probably a woman man. I don't know what the hell she was. But I felt more masculinity out of her than I did femininity. And I'm attracted to femininity because I'm masculine. Alright? I have a very dominant personality. I talk about kingship and stuff a whole lot. I do all that kind of shit like, yo, I'm always talking about power and positions. I'm gonna have a dominant mindset. A woman is Oscar, man, I can't vibe with that. It just won't be. All right? I'm in my element, all right? I'm what God called me to be. She said, so I don't look at my profile. You got to video chat them and make sure they are who they say they are. Yo, you got to make sure they're legit who they are. These guys, they will go and they will make fake pages and they will put up pictures and stuff. Maybe some model they found, whatever the fuck, all kind of shit like this. They'll pretend to be people and stuff just so they can scam people on these damn internet programs. And I'm telling you, yo, that's how you prevent that shit. You have to have that validation and that proof first. Yo, video chat these bitches before you guys go out, bro. What the fuck? Alright? We're not getting catfished by blimp Michelin tire bitches with skinny toothpick legs. And that's what was crazy. I know there's some goblin. I don't know if it's like a Batman character or something like that. And he's got like a grunchy thing. He's got like a fat body with skinny legs. He's got like skinny legs. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. He's old. I think he got that little thing on his eye like that. And he got a I don't know, what's that thing you wear that come down the back, kind of like those guys that do that, whatchamacallit thing when they conduct. I don't know what that type of suit is, that Txlk or whatnot. And he got some long ass feet, but it's like his body is big, bro. His body's fucking fat with your skinniest leg. And that's what I don't understand. Like, bitch, do cardio. Yo, you walk all the time to exercise. You don't never do no fucking, bicycles. You don't never do no sit-ups. You don't never work out here. And a lot of women, they feel like that's how women end up getting bodies like that, because they're lazy with this workout shit. They don't want to do the push-ups. They don't want to do the damn, the cardio. They don't want to do none of that shit. They just want to get up and walk. And it's crazy. You know what? It's great. It's phenomenal that you walk. I love the fact that you walk, but you need to be targeting the area of your body that needs work. What the fuck was that? She said you complain about every woman, dude. No, I don't, because I don't be complaining about your ass. I don't complain about your ass. I don't complain about you. I don't complain about you. You're not every woman. I speak very good about you. So let me see my body. Number 3, you need to campaign effectively. All right? Campaign effectively with your authentic self. All right? I need you guys to understand that you are the advertisement. You are the advertisement. We are not going out and chasing things. We are setting things up for the position of people being attractive enough to come to us. Yo, when it comes to this dating shit, when you're the man, yo, you reel out the fishing rod. Whatever bait is set up, you get that. And then you reel in whatever is attracted to whatever it is you toss out there. All right? I need you guys to understand that. Why the fuck does your dating profile and shit, why the fuck does your dating profile only have like one picture, or the few pictures that you do have is from you a long time ago and shit? Yo, you standing up there, you got that fucking stain on your shirt and shit. You feel me? Like the shit you up there doing, or the shit you up there saying, yo, you can tell by looking at your page, it's boring. There's nothing up there very exciting about you. There's nothing about you that stands out. Yo, I need you to understand. A lot of you guys don't understand what campaigning is. You don't understand the definition of campaigning. And I ain't gonna lie, I learned a lot about campaigning from authentic pimps. But I'm telling you, like, you have to understand that you are the advertisement. All right? You sit down, you open up, you go on your app sometimes and whatnot, and you wonder why when you go up in there, you don't have women liking you on your list or whatnot. They don't have anything to like. All right? They don't have anything to like. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? Like, I sat next to a bitch one time, and I seen her go through a dating app and whatnot. You feel me? Just swipe through guys or whatnot like it's not shit and whatnot. And I seen some of the profiles and everything that niggas be having up. And I be looking to myself like, yo, what the fuck? Niggas really think they're gonna pull pussy like that? And here's the thing, guys. When you up there, you don't have to be trying to flex. You don't got to be raising up your fucking money. You ain't got to damn come with a whole bunch of change. You don't got to be, yo, just be presentable. Be presentable, look decent, look like you care about yourself or something. Yo, I take my best fucking footage of myself and I put it up there whenever I campaign, yo. I don't post myself up there looking like this. But even when I'm up there, I'm still handsome because I take care of myself. I'll pick my beard, or I'll at least make sure my hair cover up or whatnot or something like that. You feel me? I look like I care about myself. I care about my hygiene, okay? I care about how I smell when I go and a bitch sitting in my presence and shit, you feel me? I care about how I look. All I'm saying is look like you care about how you look. And if you are willing to set yourself up like that, then kudos to you. That's great, that's great, that's great. Dress up how you need to dress up. Do what you got to do. But understand that when you're out there and whatnot and you're campaigning, yo, the better fit you are, when you set yourself up on the profile, the more effective and the better quality women it is that you're going to have that's attracted to you, your profile, and whatever it is that you're about. All right? You guys need to understand that. Hold on. You need to effectively campaign the way you're supposed to. Your guys' profiles suck. Your profiles suck, and the shit that y'all have up there, yo, y'all be posting pictures up there with y'all with no fucking facial hair and shit. And y'all be up there and whatnot with dirty ass rooms and shit. And your hair is nappy looking. And everything about your environment and wherever it took your picture, it looked dirty. You don't look like you're fun. Your bio fucking sucks. All that kind of shit like this, and then get mad. Guys get mad as fuck up there and shit like that. Okay, look, I understand why bitch don't want me, so I can date now. You know what? I don't like dating now. I ain't really been to real life instead because I don't really utilize dating now. I don't really date now because women not hearing everything, they're too picky, man. They don't never like me, man. They don't never want to heart my status, man. They don't never want to put a heart on my picture, man. They don't never want to do that. They never want to hurt me. They never want to hurt me. They don't give a fuck about none of that. And the bitches that's up there, that's like scrolling past you, you're on the X because they don't give a fuck about none of that. You're not an interesting individual, and you don't understand campaigning, and you don't understand how to present yourself in order to advertise yourself effectively to attract what it is you want, instead of going out there to chase it. You said your neck not hurt. Nah, baby, it's not. Nah. Whew. God. I'm telling you guys got to understand this type of shit, yo. And, you know, even with the first two, we're only two in. But I'm telling you guys, like, yo, just that alone right there, you'll start getting results. You'll start getting, you know what I'm saying, people actually liking back with you sometimes and whatnot. You'll actually leave that bitch and come back to it sometimes and shit, and you'll actually feel better about what's going on. All right? Number 4. We're going to go into number 4. All right? Always scan them bios. All right? Always scan them bios for bullshit. Because a bitch will let you know when she not shit if you just take time to read that fucking bio. But here's the thing. I skimmed through them shits. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. I skimmed through them damn bios. All right? When I'm scrolling through the dating app and there's bitches up there and whatnot, and they got their bios and shit like this, yo, the only time a motherfucker should actually care about that motherfucking bio, you know what I'm saying, everything to an extent like that and shit like that, is if he's out here looking for something serious. And 80% of us guys is online and shit like this on these dating apps and whatnot, we're not looking for nothing serious. Let's just be honest, guys. The women be up there, be the ones looking for commitment and all that kind of stuff like that. Majority of you guys just up there to fuck, and you get frustrated whenever a bitch don't fall in your lap as soon as you set up your account. Just tell the truth, bro. Just tell the truth, man. It's the truth, bro. You guys don't like that shit. I don't be giving a fuck about what a bitch bio be talking about. All right? I skim the bio to make sure there's no bullshit there. But other than that, I'm gonna fuck what her bio say. A bitch will post a bio, and on that bio, that shit will be all like, damn, that's a real cyber car coming down that goddamn street. A bitch will post on her bio, and she'll be all like, oh, well, I'm not out here looking for nothing serious. If you're not out here looking for a romantic relationship and everything and stuff like that, and if you're not ready to settle down, don't even inbox me. I'm just looking for a friend. I'm just want somebody to do something. But, man, I'm telling you, guys, understand what I'm talking about when I tell you that bitches don't know what the fuck they want. They don't know what they want, and when they're talking about these bios and shit like this, yo, skim that bio quick, just to make sure there's no bullshit there, because a bitch will tell you if she's on some shit that'll make you have to relinquish her. Because sometimes you'll go through that shit and you'll read that bio, and because it'll be sometimes you might go through that bio and you might see under that bio, hey, I'm trans. I just want you guys to understand that. I just want you guys to understand I'm trans, I'm rainbow. But because you didn't take the time to look at that fucking bio and see, and a lot of times you guys can tell. You guys can tell when a bitch got masculine fucking features in her fucking face and shit, and she tired, and she look like she got down with her eyes and what they fall and whatnot, and she just look muscular and everything, and you turn around, you look at that ass and whatnot from the back and down, picture on your profile and whatnot, and you all like, you know what, I ain't gonna lie, I really like ass, but something about that ass right there just ain't right. Like, that's too bulky. Like, you know, it's missing some curve. It's missing the curve. It's more hard. It's more like a SpongeBob ass. You know what I'm talking about? You know, when SpongeBob was doing the Krusty Krab pizza, and he would turn around and shit like this, and he would twiddle his butt cheeks up and down. That's the shit you dealing with. We talking about dealing with some of these trans people up here, and they good with the shits too, right? Because this is what their bio will say. This is what they'll do in their bios. They'll turn their body effectively, and they'll have it so that they'll turn like this. And every other picture they take, they turn like this, so you don't see. You don't see the mustache. All you see is the eyes. And then they'll take pictures of other shit and whatnot to make it look like it's them. I'm telling you, they are tricksters up there. And look, this is no hate to anybody that's in the rainbow community. I fuck with you guys, especially the ones and stuff like that respect my boundaries, because, you know, I'm not into that type of shit. I don't hate you guys, but I respect the ones that's up there that at least take the time to put into their bios, or at least take time to set up their accounts to be their authentic selves. I really got it out bad for you guys that set up shit to where you're always trying to fool somebody and be fucking deceitful. All right? We got time for that shit. We hate that shit. We hate when you come out here and you try to be fucking deceitful and shit, and you try to trick somebody into fucking with you and hoping and shit that they can do that. Yo, I had that shit happen to me, yo. I had that shit happen to me. I was going around chilling. I was talking with this damn girl online and whatnot, and I lie to you not, this is what this nigga would do. He would get his sister. He would get his sister or whoever the fuck else it was. I don't know if it was his sister or his cousin or what, but he was a gay guy, and what he would do is flirt, get on. The page and whatnot was set up as a woman, but he was a deep underground gay guy and whatnot. All right, and he got like a shit he do on X videos and stuff. I think he on X videos. He be doing shit to try to trick guys to come up there and meet them and stuff, just so he can try to you know what I'm saying, try to hit on them, try to suck their dicks or something like that, you feel me? Just so he can record it and then post it on X videos and make a thing out of it. So I'm sitting here, I'm talking to this girl and whatnot, you feel me? He said, she says, come over and whatnot and shit like this, you feel me? I go over, I drive, I'm in Greenville or whatnot. I already got my backup plan on the way anyway, because I felt something suspicious about this shit. I text and whatnot. I pull up in the driveway. I text and whatnot. I pull up and shit. I walk around the damn building and whatnot. After I text and whatnot, she texted back and whatnot. Said, "Come on here." So I'm like, okay. The door's open in the back. I walk around the back of the house. This motherfucker is on his knees, yo, in a fucking mask, talking about I'm ready. Come on. I looked at that motherfucker. I said, "Bro, is you serious?" I said, "Is you fucking serious?" And I cussed his ass out. I cussed his ass the fuck out. And I left from that bitch all mad. And he before I even said anything, that motherfucker got up, he went inside and locked the door because he knew I was getting ready to beat his ass. I didn't give him the reaction that he wanted for. I was getting ready to shove my foot. What'd she say? I'm trying to fight about my AC. She said, "Did you meet one before telling the truth?" But I'm telling you, it was crazy because this gay guy literally used his cousin to try to come over here and whatnot, so he can try to be on his knees and whatnot, so he can try to get some video of him trying to suck my dick or something on video or some shit like this or whatnot, some creepy ass shit. And I ain't fuck with none of that. You know what I'm talking about? And I told him just like that, bro, he gonna still try to keep calling my phone or whatnot and shit like, bro, I'm trying to tell you, I was ready to fight, bro. I was ready to fight because, like, I done came out here and you trying to play me like that, and you could have just been yourself. But you know what? Something came over me in that moment and calmed me down. And I talked to him. I just talked to him right where he was at. And I'm like, you know what? You got a deep psychological problem, bro. You got a deep psychological problem because you don't want to be your authentic self. And I said, anytime you want to meet somebody up here on this app, or meet somebody in the dating field, or meet somebody with what it is that you do and stuff like that, yo, give them the opportunity to love yourself for your authentic self, yo. Just be yourself. Men will fuck anything. Men will fuck anything. I'm not that guy for you, but I'm telling you, bro, there's plenty of men that's lined up that don't mind hunching on you, tranny guys or whatnot, whatever it is that y'all want to do, as long as you're honest about who you are. I'm not that guy. Oh, there's plenty of other guys lined up. There's a whole plethora. Look at P. Diddy. Look at the media. Look at everything it is that we got going on right now, guys. Man, there's too many people out here that's trying to be freebase and whatnot for you to be sitting there and trying to damn. I'm telling you, bro. Why? He called my phone after that, still trying to talk to me and everything after that shit and whatnot. I told him, yo, you call my phone one more time, I'm coming back there and I'm shooting your shit up. Because I don't play that shit. And that's the type of shit you got to deal with. That's the type of shit you deal with and whatnot when you're not your authentic self, or how you approach yourself with dating with people online. She said, how you got here with this conversation? I was telling the story and whatnot because I was talking about them bios, and I'm talking about how people use those bios to manipulate and set you up to bring you out to places and shit like that when they're not all their authentic selves. That's the reason why you have to down video chat them first. And you see, that's the thing. Whenever I would ask to video chat this person, or whenever I asked the proof about this person, shit like this or whatnot, it was always silence. I could never get it out of them. Nothing like that and whatnot. Common sense will tell you that shit right there. And let me tell you something right now. Say the person isn't being manipulative. Say that person is the person that looks like they're picturing shit and they're still doing the same thing. They don't want to come up to the front. Yo, that person is dealing with so much insecurity issues. That person is not comfortable with themselves. They don't know how to express it. Yo, I'm telling you, they're unhealthy people to be with regardless. So don't do it. I'm telling you, I got a whole lot of stories to tell. Paris nigga said you got so many stories to tell. Listen, I got hella stories to tell, bro, because my life is so freaking wild, yo. My life is so freaking wild. The things that I go through, the shit that happens in my everyday life, yo, it would just be crazy. It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. But back to these damn bios. A bitch will be talking on her bio and shit, and she'll be all like, oh, well, I'm looking for a relationship. Don't hit me up unless you're ready to settle down. Blah. I don't be giving a fuck about what none of that shit be talking about. I don't be giving a fuck what none of that shit be talking about. You know what I'm talking about? Like, yo, I just put the heart on the bitch anyway. I put the heart on the bitch anyway, even though she clearly said she don't want a damn relationship. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You out here looking for a relationship. I don't want nothing out of it and shit like this. But when we match and you like me and you start getting to know me and whatnot, shit, yo, bitches be folding. Yo, it don't make no sense. I was dating this girl one time, right? And I hit her up on that app, and her shit, I lie to you not, that shit said, if you're not ready to settle down, don't waste my time. That's what the shit said when I was on the phone before I went there. I put a heart on the bitch anyway, and she liked me back. And because she liked me back, then I responded to her and shit like that once we matched up in the DM. And when I hit her up in the DM and shit like this, you feel me? She's like, what you up here looking for? And I was honest with her. And she fucked with the fact that I was honest. And I said, you know what? I'm not out here looking for anything right now. It could potentially turn to something later. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with myself. I have to be honest with myself. It could turn to something later, depending on how you invest or what it is we got, or you know what I'm saying? Thing like that. But right, I'm not looking for anything serious. Yo, this bitch just said on her bio that don't hit me up if you're not looking for anything long term. I went over there and I fucked her temporarily. I went on about my business, and we was both cool with that. We was cool with that. Yo, I'm telling you guys, these dating apps are not as bad as you guys portray them to be. It's just a different spectrum of where you can hook up at. And you have to understand what it is you're dealing with and how to deal with it from a position of power. I don't be giving a fuck about nothing the bitch bio say. Unless she up here unless she up there talking some bullshit that'll make me relinquish her. But all that, what she want and what you need to have and what type of man you attract to or what you looking for. Well, first of all, say this, if a woman puts her preferences in her bio and you're not the preference of whatever it is that's in her bio, yo, automatically don't look for nothing real with her. Don't try to initiate. I don't care if you talk to her, she falls head over heels for you. I don't care. You are not that bitch preference. Always remember that, because you can always go back the moment she gets pissed off with you about anything. Yo, recreational use is just fine, but don't start anything serious with a motherfucker up there and shit like this. Don't do it. She said, do you like all my videos? I like all of your videos except for one of them. And I think you know which one that was. I'm just not into that type of shit, man. You a freak, though. You a freak. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't knock you. I don't judge you. I don't do none of that shit. You feel me? But that just ain't for me. But everything, hey, we can tee up. We can tee up. You might get head from one, but you don't know that because you be high poor. You some stories still not out yet. I'm trying to understand. Hold on, let me read this again, because I'm trying to read this shit. You might get head from one, but you don't know that because you be high. Oh, I be high. Poor. You some stories still not out yet. Are you high? You got to be high. You got to be high. You probably is. She said, I have some real questions. My bio always about Rose. Right, you feel me? But the bios are attractive when they come off and they make some sense. Like, yo, I can tell by reading a bitch bio what she really about. You know what I'm saying? I like a bitch that when I go and I talk to her bio, I look at her bio and stuff, I look at her bio will actually say something decent that's respectable or something like that, and be like, it's not always what you better come with or what you better do or what I didn't expect and all that kind of expectation ass shit. It just be like I'm just here to be able to get to know people and see where things go, and you know, I want these things and stuff, and you know, I'm just being honest. I'm a mother, boss with other kids and stuff, and I'm out here for this type of, I'm not this type of that kind of woman, you know, we can be cool. I like to do this type of stuff and whatnot. I'm like, you know, that's fine, that's cool. You sound like a very fun person to be with. You know, that gives a subject matter to talk about. When I embrace you and we finally match and we get to lick, you know what I'm saying, we lock in. That's different. But I don't be giving a fuck about nothing the bitch bio say, you feel me? I heard that shit. Oh, I only like a certain type of man. Whatever. Like, what the fuck ever. Well, you got to have a certain amount of money for whatever. Yo, when you're pumping and you're dumping, we don't give a fuck about that. Alright? And bitches don't know what they want. That's why I need you guys to understand. You guys don't understand that bitches don't know what they want. Alright? I don't give a fuck about what a bitch thinks she wants. I don't give a fuck about what a bitch says she wants. All I give a fuck about is what a bitch responds to. Alright? And then a lot of people ask, well, why do you call women bees and stuff like that? Bro, that's what they respond to. They love fucking guys that talk like that, and then why they in the act. And it's not every woman, but there's a certain strong caliber woman, strong, big pool of women, big fucking pool of women and shit like that that don't mind that. You see, the thing about it is, it's not that women don't like being called bitches. It's just that women don't like being called bitches by you. Alright? Because when they're with a guy they really like, yo, you don't have to call them that. They're going to sit down and say, I'm your bitch, because of the type of, culture we come around and shit. Yo, this is America. This is an over-sexualized environment. This is how everybody carries themselves. And so if everybody wants to carry themselves with a fast-ass type of nature of being a hoe, then I say at least dominate that shit with a P mindset. That's all I'm saying. I know, baby, but I'm sorry. I don't mean to send you them videos, only me now. But I like watching you get head, though. Man, I love when you come here talk to me like that. I ain't gonna lie. I do need some head, though, babe. I do. I need some head bad. Because the person that I be wanting it from, they don't never give it to me, yo. And I got to sit down and keep talking all the fucking time and shit like that about that type of shit. So I said in my mind, whatnot, I'm not going to tolerate that type of shit. I got up, got the fuck out of Dodge and whatnot, you feel me? I decided to hit you up. Because I won't having that shit. I don't like having my needs ignored and shit. I don't like feeling like I'm not cared about. I don't like feeling like I'm uncared. I don't like feeling like I'm unloved and shit. I don't like sitting around with blue balls all the time waiting for some shit. I don't like excuses. I don't like hearing about how a bitch is tired about this all the time and tired about that. Like I'm not tired too. I don't want to hear about how a bitch and shit, you feel me, can't, I'm gonna do a whole nother cane talk about it and shit. And here's the thing, I'm an understanding type of dude. You feel me? I get it. And that's the reason why I do everything in my effort to be able to relinquish types of responsibilities off a person, to give them the space to not be tired and make sure they have rest. But I'm talking about when it never gets there, no matter what you do, and you can tell a person just avoiding you because they want control of whatever it is that they think y'all have together, and they just want to utilize y'all for that moment and shit. Yo, I separate myself from that. I don't be dealing with that shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I had to go somewhere else. Cause I got a P mindset. I ain't finna be dealing with that type of shit right there. And it was crazy because I wanted it so bad, bro. But it's like, nah, you feel me? Like I can't do that. So I had to put aside my own personal desires to be able to step out from that type of shit right there. You feel me? I really need some head right now. She said, no, I'm your side chicks. I don't believe in having a side anything. There ain't no side dishes, no side, no I don't need sides or mains or whatever. I don't believe in that shit. Only time I might have like, I'm sitting down and think about this shit, exactly how to interpret it. When you have a side person is like somebody that you put to the side, and you got to be discreet about them. You have to hide what you have with that person. You got to be able to keep it on them, confidentiality and all that kind of shit like that. And that type of stuff brings mystery and secretiveness and whatnot, and it gives like an adventurous type of thrill to it. But at the end of the day, it's kind of fake to me, because I believe that if you really fuck with a person and you really bond with them and shit like this, yo, I'm not finna hide you. I don't give a fuck about nobody knowing we fuck together and whatnot. Now, I'm going to respect our privacy. I'm not going to pillow talk. And if we fuck, I'm not going to go around speaking about this nigga and this nigga and this nigga and this bitch and that bitch and whatnot. But yo, like if somebody asks me how I feel about you, I ain't finna sit there and be like, oh no, I can't fucking come how I feel and shit like this because of this, because that's my side bitch. I can't speak on her. No, I'm not that type of nigga. I'm not. I'd rather keep it real, and I'd rather keep it P. And I'm keeping it P right now by telling you, I need some head, babe. For real. I need some head. I need my soul sucked out of me. I need somebody to actually care about my fucking needs. I don't like being fucking ignored. I don't like that shit. I got needs, damn it. My libido be through the fucking roof, yo. My sex drive is so freaking high, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. But the way I act around everybody and stuff, you would never be able to tell that my sex drive is high as the way it is, because I got so much discipline and self-control. But yo, I'm telling you, let this dog off this leash, bro. And I'm telling you, I'm howling. All right. But them bios mean a lot when you're talking about that damn dating app shit. All right. Read them shit sometimes. Number 5. Attraction confirmation is power. Attraction confirmation is power. I'm going to say it again. Attraction confirmation is power. All right. Listen, guys. Hold on. What you say? Yo, direct your energy to women that are giving you attraction confirmation in the app. A lot of you guys and shit, you know what I'm talking about? Hold on. This shit right here. Direct your energy. I'm trying to get back at y'all and shit like that while I'm doing this type of shit, you feel me? I appreciate y'all. I don't want y'all to feel like I ignore y'all and stuff. Feel like I don't fuck with y'all. I appreciate everybody sharing the live and everything, getting into it. Right now, we on number 5 as far as 1 through 10. I had to tell a few stories in between. That's why it's got prolonged and whatnot. But it'll be well worth it and whatnot. I'm going to chop up everything when I get done with it and set aside the best parts for y'all. All right. But right now, we're talking about attraction confirmation, number 5. What is attraction confirmation? We talk about this over and over again on King Talk. And I'm going to keep talking about it over and over again. Attraction confirmation is when a woman gives you the validation first that she's into you before you start engaging with her on any type of level. Yo, if the bitch is uncertain about you, if she wishy-washy about you, and all kind of stuff like this, yo, leave that bitch alone. And I ain't talking about wishy-washy as far as she don't know if she likes you on a, I don't know if you're safe or I don't know if I can trust you type of way. I'm talking about in a way where it's like physically, she can't figure you out. She don't know if she does it for you. You know what I'm talking about? She trying to figure out whether it is that she really likes you or not, because, you know, she's not normally into men that got pot bellies, but you got a pot belly. I'm the type of nigga that, you feel me, if I had a pot belly and I was the fuck on a bitch that, you know, she don't like pot, I'd make her like pot bellies. But at the end of the day, I recognize what it is from the damn jump, because things don't always work out like that. All right? You need attraction confirmation. Make sure the bitch is into you before you talk. And this is the reason why dating apps are very powerful. This is the reason why I say that dating apps and everything actually aren't as bad as y'all portray it to be. Because when you're on a dating app, it allows you to experience having attraction confirmation with a person first before you engage with them. So in other words, when I'm out there and whatnot, and I'm putting the hearts on, if I'm putting the hearts on, and I got a heart on her, and she's reflecting that by putting a heart on me, and so you get the notification that says that's a match, you know what that automatically means? That automatically means that you're dealing with a person that likes you and has interest in you and wants to go somewhere. You guys be up here on these apps giving your attention to women that aren't sure about you. And on a scale of 1 to 10, they see you as a 5, and they don't want to give you no proof or no validation that they're really, really, really into you. All right? But you get the first level of that attraction confirmation whenever you ignite hearting together anyway. And that's what makes it phenomenal. That's what makes it work. Because a lot of times in the real world, you get to have people and whatnot that you don't get to talk to like that. You don't get to bond with like that and whatnot. You don't get to be able to have that type of interaction with, because you never got the attraction confirmation from the girl that you want. She might really like you. She might really want to give you a chance, but she's too shy to talk to you. She's too shy to let you know how you feel. And then us as men, we're not going up to women in these days and age and shit like this, coming all up in some bitch face, talking to some bitch without us first knowing if she even into us. Because if we do that to the wrong bitch, she gonna come front and she gonna say that we're weird and that we're being a creep and that we're bothering her, and we ain't got time for that. All right? And then on top of that, it makes it seem like you're chasing her, and that makes her feel, that gives her pussy power. And you don't need to be in a relationship dynamic like that. Guys, it's a powerful thing to be able to have attraction confirmation with a person before you deal with them. And that's the thing about it, yo. Anytime you deal with anybody on an app, always make sure that you have the validation and confirmation that a person's into you before you start continuing to engage and taking things. Please do not call me right now. I'm on live. You see, I'm on live, baby. Please not call me right now. That's what everybody. Before you had attraction confirmation and shit, guys, I'm telling you, you have to make sure right now. I gotta block you right now because you're doing too much. I hate it for you. You can talk to me afterwards and shit like this. You're on punishment right now. I don't play that shit. I'm up in here preaching the gospel. and you up in here playing. I'm gonna block you through Messenger. I'm not gonna block you up here so you can still see and talk about what I'm doing. But that's a no-no up here. And I'm not saying this to check you. I'm not saying this because I don't fuck with you. I'm saying this because you're getting in the way of my mission right now. I'm focused. I don't got time for that shit. You feel me? I'm gonna freak soon as we get off. Don't keep doing that, especially after you heard me just tell you to stop. Whatever. Freak ass. I'll see you when you get there. All right. Number 6. Hold on, let me see this. Avoid crush. Oh yeah, let me tell you something else about the attraction confirmation too, right? When I say move without attraction confirmation, there's a certain app or a certain setting that's on this app called crushing. Let the girls do the crushing. All right? You as a guy should not be doing no crushing on nobody. I'm not saying that realistically you can't crush internally in your heart, but up there in that app, don't crush. All right? Don't send nobody no crush, because once you send a crush, it gives off a person. It's the same thing as cold approaching a bitch in the street. All right? You don't know how that bitch feels about you in return. You don't know how she feels about you in return. You don't know what she gonna do and stuff like you, bro. You just don't know. There's too much shit you don't know. Stop it. Stop doing that shit. All right? You guys will get up here and, oh, make such and such your crush. Let them know that you really, really, really fucking like them. All that kind of shit. No, don't do any of that. The only thing you need to do is put your hearts out there. Your hearts remain anonymous, and the only time they become unanonymous is when you match with someone. You don't need to be sitting out there giving your validation and confirmation to a bitch that won't give it to you. All right? When you crush on somebody, they look at that shit like, look at this thirsty ass nigga. Look at this thirsty ass nigga over here hungry on me and shit like, she feel me. That's the reason why she don't want to talk to you. That's the reason why she play you. That's the reason why she feel like you a lick, because when you sit there and you give her that damn crush shit, it sets off in her head already. Okay, you seem to like me a little bit more than everybody else. So I'm going to give you this attention, but you know the reason why I'm giving you that attention for? I'm going to give you that attention because I know for a fact that you're going to be an easier person to be able to hit a lick on. Because you really, really, really fucking like me, and because you really like me, I know for a fact you're going to do anything. So if I tell you send this cash out money, you're going to do it. If I tell you buy me that Birkin bag, you're going to buy me that Birkin bag. If I tell you the damn trick, your ass going to trick. And that's what they see you as whenever you start giving confirmation and validation and talking, relinquishing. It's like a person. You ever see the guy that be friend zone and shit, and he open up his mouth and he confess how he feels to his friend and whatnot and shit, but when he dropped that, it's like you dumped all that shit like, damn, that's how you felt about me whole fucking time. It's really kind of creepy. And if she likes you back because you're crushing and whatnot, that's cool. But all I'm saying is you don't have to send out crush or whatnot to get a bitch to like you in return, yo. Don't do that. If you really, 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 really like a woman and whatnot, yo, I'm telling you, like a woman that already likes you in return. Don't set yourself up for that. All right? We're going to move on to number 6. Number 6. Too much progress. I see you. What's happening, baby? Number 6 is raise your compatibility through shared interests. All right? When I'm up here on these apps and like say I'm dating and whatnot, you guys will reach people and whatnot, and what's the number one thing y'all always quick to say? Man, it's get boring up in here, and I talk to people and stuff, and they're not that interesting to talk to, and I'm not really feeling this, and it goes where it goes. I'm tired of coming across these lame ass options and shit like. You know the reason why it's so lame? Because you don't pair bond with people that share interests with you. If you want some substance, yo, you could go to your fucking interest. There's an interest setting up there. And you can set aside your interests. So say you're into basketball, right? You like playing basketball. Every time you outside, you gotta play basketball, man. You be out there like Curry from the 3, LeBron James, woo-wee. You know what I'm talking about? Scottie Pippen. Woo, 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 woo. You feel me? Somewhere out there, there's a girl that likes basketball just as much as you do. All right? When you go up there on your dating app, and on your app, you sit there and you're like, hey, I like basketball. Yo, you know what the app is going to do? It's going to start bringing bitches to you that like basketball. And that gives you content matter to talk about when you first date. And not only that, let me tell you how powerful it is, right? Your first date with the bitch don't got to cost no money at all, except the gas money it take to get to where you're going. But you're doing that for yourself. You know why? Because you like to play basketball. You meet this bitch, you say, I like basketball on the app. She comes around and whatnot. Oh, you like basketball too? Before you know it, y'all start talking about basketball. And after y'all talk about basketball, then y'all go to the court together. That'd be y'all first little date. Or that'd be the first little thing y'all do together. But you see how that works? You see how these shared interests be able to make it work? Like, for instance, me, I'm a sapiosexual, right? People don't know what that means. It's nothing gay or nothing fruity or nothing like that. It basically just means that you're a person that's attracted to intellect. You're attracted to intellect. Intellectualism turns you on. Like, I like smart women. I like women that they got lots of wisdom on them. They're really into spirituality real deep and things of that nature and whatnot. You feel me? So I put it on my profile and stuff. You feel me? Even with, being a freak overall, I let that be known on my bio. You know what I'm talking about? Real freaky guy. But I'm not doing it in a way that's a turn off when you see it. I'm doing it in a way where it's like you can read between the lines that, you know what I'm saying, like I'm about business and shit. You put a heart on this type of nigga, you in for a good time. You feel me? Because I'm going to come out with that freaky deaky shit. But that's the difference. That's the fucking difference in the shit. You have to raise your compatibility through shared interests. Guys, deal with women. As a matter of fact, I encourage this for everybody. I encourage this for everybody because when you're mating with somebody, especially, I don't care whether you're hooking up for fun. I don't care whether you're looking for a long-term committed relationship. I don't care if you're actually trying to you know what I'm saying? I don't care what type of dynamic it is you're trying to look with somebody. I don't care, even if it's just a platonic friendship. You will always be better off with your interactions and the people it is that you get with when you associate yourself with people on the app that have common stuff with you. They into the same things that you're into. All right? The shit you like to do, they like to do too. Like, for instance, like, I fuck on a lot of bitches that's into music. You feel me? Like, I like music, I like to rap, and I produce music. I make music in my studio, you feel me? Like, I go, I rap, I perform and stuff like that. So, it's like Cardi B and Offset. You know what I'm talking about? Like, they got a shared interest there. Now, I don't want to represent that as like the ideal shit that y'all should be like, because they got a lot of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Kudos to them. I hope whatever toxic shit they got, they work that shit out. But I'm speaking to y'all from a position of power right now. I need you guys to hear me, yo. Yo, you guys got to link with people. They got the same viewpoints as you. You got to have people that you're commonly yoked with. Commonly yoked with. When you're commonly yoked with a person, I'm telling you, things will go better for you for whatever it is that you want, with whoever it is you're dealing with, yo. And I fuck on lots of bitches that we love music. We love music. And not every woman that I make a song with is somebody that I'm fucking. But sometimes, you feel me, like me and her will be rocking and whatnot. It'll be like just like Txlk and what's that, Jacquees nigga? You know what I'm talking about? You're in Atlanta. Where are you? I'm in Atlanta. Stop lying. Stop playing. I'm finna come pull up on you. Yeah. You like somebody else. Oh. That's the shit I'm talking about. Alright? That's the shit I'm talking about. There's power in dealing with people that you are equally yoked with. Alright? So me and the bitch will go and we'll make a song together and we're cool. And you know what? That's what makes our shit cool with the type of relationship we have. Yo, we don't even have to be in a relationship. We just cool. She just fucks with me and I fucks with her. She fucks me and she be on my side. And when I'm open her and shit like that, it's fun whenever I go to deal with her. I don't never have to be worried about being bored. I don't never have to worry about this type of shit, guys. I don't never have to worry about being partnered with somebody and feeling like, oh, this hookup culture ain't shit. I just keep hooking up with bitches that all I can do is fuck on them and whatnot, but we ain't got no substance. Yo, the bitches that I be hooking up with, we got substance together. We locked in like this, yo. I go over there and stuff. We'll sit down. We'll write a rap together and stuff. You feel me? And I'll play that, turn that beat on, and then we'll get some recording. We might put some bars up there, and we make some hot shit. And it'll be fire-ass music. And then we lay down together and we fuck, and it just be a great fucking time. And the whole entire time I'm there doing what makes me happy with her. Alright? And that's all make you way better off when you're talking about the dating app. Guys, I need you guys to be able to down rock with people and whatnot that share what it is that you're into. Whatever it is that you're into. If you're cooking and you're a chef and whatnot, yo, get you somebody that can make food with you in the kitchen. Put that on your bio. Put that on your stuff. Let the app be able to hook you up with people that's up there. They make apps for people like that. Even Christian singles. You feel me? They got an app for Christian singles. So like people that are Christians and they want Christians and whatnot, or you looking for a Christian type lady and whatnot, People fake the funk a whole lot. I ain't gonna hold you. That's anywhere. But there's a higher potential to get what it is you want when you deal with people that share your interests. That's all I'm saying. On to number 7. We're on to number 7, guys. Whew, this is gonna be a long can't talk today. It's all right though, because it's very important. All right, you guys got to understand that there's nothing wrong with the dating app. And as a matter of fact, it's always better. I'm gonna say this too. It's always better for you to be able to meet people in real life, make people in real life, have for centuries and centuries and centuries. That's what we've been doing. But there are tools to your advantage to be able to make things better for you. Guys, do not put that down, all right? Do not put that down. Don't put it down. I know people right now, one of my homeboys and shit, he met a bitch on a dating app, all right? Way back when we was cool, we fell off a long time ago, but way back when we was cool and shit, you feel me? He always like a third wheel to me in my relationship. And I told the guy and whatnot, yo, you feel me? Just hop on Tinder and shit, you feel me? Cool. He went and he found himself a girl and whatnot, you feel me? Went right down the street to go see her and whatnot. To this day, they're still together, bro. To this day, they're still together. They're still happy. Yo, everything they do together, every time I see them, they're together, they whatnot. Yo, they met off a dating app. I know people right now that's in marriages and whatnot and stuff like that, and they met on a dating app. I know people and whatnot right now and stuff. Yo, I'm telling you guys this from personal experience. I'm telling you guys this from personal experience. Yo, I cannot tell you, I can't count on both my hands how many bitches I fucked off a dating app. It works. It works. You just have to know how to use that bitch. You don't know how to use that bitch. You know why? Because you do that simp ass shit you do out in the street. And you know, I'm gonna tell you something. Let me tell you something about this too, right? There's gonna be some real shit I'm gonna tell you guys. Most of the people that complain and talk shit on these dating apps and stuff like that, talking about how it ain't shit and these people can't fuck with them and they don't want to fuck with all this shit. Yo, the people that can't get pussy on these dating apps be the same people that can't get no pussy in real life, yo. There's no difference. It's no different. You deal with women the same freaking way. You always deal with them with a P mindset, with principles. You always deal with them from a position of power. You always make them show you proof, and you always make sure that whenever you deal with them and stuff like that, you're setting yourself up to not be bamboozled. You can get bamboozled in a bitch reality face the same way you can online. You can get catfished in real life. That's what I'm telling you. People do it every day. And they do it in your face. There's no difference. But you have to understand what it is you're dealing with. Whew, Jesus. All right. All right. You guys got to bear with me, man. You guys got to understand, guys. It could be very successful. There's nothing wrong with it, guys. It works well for me. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I don't use it all the time because sometimes I do get worried about, you know what I'm saying, the substance of people in there and then waste my time and just not be born. Or I'll be so invested into my personal life. Yo, like I got matches and everything that's up there and, yo, it's been like 5 days since like I've responded to like these cluster of bitches or whatnot to send my fucking apps or whatnot, waiting for me to respond to them about this and that and whatnot. I'm like, yo, I can't do that at the moment while I'm trying to worry about what the hell I'm gonna feed my kids and what the hell it is I'm gonna do in my life at the moment and all that extra shit. But trust and believe me, when I get back to you and whatnot, I'm gonna exercise my options and we're gonna make something work. And if I value you, I'll make time for you. But you have to show me that you fuck with me as much as I fuck with you. And you got to actually reach out to me sometimes. And if it's me calling you and texting you and doing you and all the time and shit like this and whatnot, and the only time we talk is if I fucking damn talk to you, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna fall back. And I'm gonna exercise my shit with somebody else. That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying, guys. Make sure you come in. Make sure you share the live. Share the live, guys. Post these shits. Tag people. Do things and stuff like that, you feel me? To help support what I'm doing. I'm trying to get paid with this shit. And help you become the best version of yourself. We're almost done, guys, you feel me? We got like 3 more to go. Number 8. Alright? In just a minute. Parents said, get you some water. Thank you for everybody that shared. Thank you for everybody that fucking support a nigga, man. Alright, we're gonna move on to number 8 now, guys. Alright. Now, Number eight is manage your macking effectively. Now, when I say manage your macking effectively, what do I mean about that? I mean, you need to manage how much time you be in that dating app, and you need to be managing how much time you spend out of it, all right? Some of you guys, the only time a man needs to be sitting down swiping all damn day and everything on that type of shit like that, yo, you got to be in survival mode. You got to be in survival mode for that type of shit, you feel me? You feel me? You got to be in fucking survival mode and desperately able trying to get to a bitch fast that can offer you a place to stay or whatever, because a lot of you guys is just dating for help. You're not dating because you love a person or because you're looking for love. You're really just looking for help. I don't blame you guys for doing that shit. If that's how you trying to survive and shit. I don't blame you if that's what you do. All I'm saying is, nigga, think. Like, all the time you have invested in the day and whatnot does not need to be going to trying to talk to one person, because that sets aside things whenever. When you talk to them, and I'm going to do a whole nother King talk on that too, but this is the strategy that you need to use when you're trying to talk about macking your time effectively. When you talk to the woman, y'all flirting, y'all getting to know each other, y'all have that cell phone conversation. It might be an hour or two, whatever it is that y'all do. Take that time to get to know her and find out if that's really the one for you. All I'm saying is, you guys be so ready to get your dick wet and so ready to try to rush into this shit all the time and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you guys don't never take the time to just get to know the bitch. Take some time to get to know the bitch first. Manage your macking effectively. You know what I'm talking about? Yo, you guys, you go out there and you'll try to meet a woman and you'll try to talk to her and whatnot. Yo, you don't know anything about her. You don't know nothing about her. You don't know what type you don't know if this bitch crazy. You don't know if this bitch got mental issues. You don't know if this bitch can receive information. Yo, I don't even want to meet no bitch in public that I feel like might be crazy. Yo, she might set you up to get robbed. She might set you up to get killed. All I'm saying is, before you go rushing shit like this, you feel me? Take a little bit of time to get to know the bitch. And then after you get to know her, yo, you don't have to spend every day, all day, a fucking week and shit trying to talk to one bitch or whatnot, trying to convince her that you're the guy for her. Yo, the majority of heightened feelings that she feels with you, when you do it for her, when you first meet her and whatnot, keep her on edge with that feeling. And the moment it's at its peak and whatnot, yo, fall back a little bit and give her some time to think about you. That's all I'm saying. You guys be all up in that shit. You guys be all up in that shit, guys. You guys don't consider these things. Hold on right quick, guy. Darrell, I see you. Darrell, I see you. Come to the live, gang. Come to the live. Hold on. Live right now. Live right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Play it on your life right now. Right now. Talking about the dating apps. Alright? Manage your macking effectively, bro. Take time to get to know who you're dealing with. And this is the thing, too, right? After you take the time to get to know her, you can actually deal with this as a square, or you can deal with this as a P. But it don't matter whichever way you go about it, you'll still end up getting what you want. But the square way to approach it is, you talk to the bitch, you know what I'm talking about, you deal with her and stuff, and then after you talk to her and whatnot, you get to know her enough, set the date. Just set the date. Whatever it is that you're trying to go, whatever it is that y'all want to do together and stuff like that, just set the date, gang. You talk to the bitch, you get to know her, you talk to her, oh yeah, that's cool and whatnot and shit. You get to know, and all that kind of stuff like that. Yo, all that time you spending getting to know her on the phone, yo, use that as an opportunity to get to know her in real life. You don't have to spend all week on the phone with her and shit, talking all the fucking time. You don't have to do that. You're a grown man. You got shit to do. You got a 9 to 5. You got kids. You got a family. You got people. You got shit out here to do. You got a purpose, bro. Be on that shit. And when you're really on that shit, you're not going to have a lot of time to be talking all over the phone. And then on top of that, if you have options within your app, you're not going to have time to be able to talk all day long, bro. If she really for it like that and whatnot, you talk, you get to know her, you make sure she's not crazy, and within that type of hour or whatnot, whatever time y'all spend talking when y'all first met, yo, set the date. Set the date for the interaction after that, and then after you do that, just like your basketball guy. I like basketball. You like basketball too? The square way to approach that shit, within the dating app, all right, y'all go and y'all play basketball together now. But the P way, P's don't really take women on dates unless they're already invested. So you need to be having a certain type of dynamic about yourself if you're taking the P route with it, that, hey, I'm not taking bitches on dates and whatnot unless they're already fucking me or they're already planning to contribute to me on my purpose. They're already trying to help me out of the way. Yo, like with me, you feel me? Like, I don't want to damn, start meeting and fucking with a bitch or something like this or something like that. So after I talking with her and get to know her for a little bit and know that, yo, like, you really, really like me. You're really, like, supportive of everything I got going on. You willing to invest in it. You willing to, take up some time with a nigga and stuff, what I got going on. If I ask you to share my lives on my King Talk or whatnot, or show some support with what it is that I'm doing, or help out with this, that, and third, like, I will give that woman endless dick. I will give that woman endless dick, yo. I love fucking the hell out of women that take care of me and make sure that I get to where I'm going, yo. I love those women so much, yo. I'm telling you, I gotta say this to all my hoes, my bitches right now, man. To all the hoes on my team right now. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Alright, fam, I'll be easy, gang. But thank you. And thank you, I'm gonna take this time to say thank you. Thank you to the bitches that be sending me pictures and attachments of themselves, their tits, their toes, their twerk videos, all that kind of stuff like that. Thank you guys for sending that to my DM. I be waking up in the morning, I be going through a lot, and when I wake up and I see that on my timeline, I say, not my timeline, but my DM. I wake up and I see that on my DM. Thank you for all the pictures of y'all tits that y'all be sending me. And thank you for supporting me in my life and everything it is that I got going on. That's the P way to approach it. All right? But whether you deal with the square way or whether you deal with the P way to approach it, you still have to manage your time effectively on how much time you're going to be spending talking to this person. You guys will get frustrated because the more you talk on the phone and shit and text, the more liable it is for you to say something to make the bitch not want to fuck you, because she's actively looking for reasons to cut you off and not want to fuck you in the first place so she can play with you. You eliminate that when you start talking to her and things pop off and things get good, and you know what? You just set a time and you set a date to be able to mate with whatever it is that you both are comfortable with. And when you do that, then you're able to deal with that relationship from a position of power, yo. Don't keep talking to her. Don't keep doing that. Go back to your life and keep doing whatever it is that made yourself progress. Because when you put your progress and you put your career and your life outside of that kind of stuff, man, you have something to show for it when you come back. All right? And that's what it works out. Appreciate you, man. Synchronized litness. Litness and all that good shit. Cuz. Alright. Shouts out to everybody watching live. Shouts out to everybody tapping in, man. I fuck with you guys. I just don't have it in me. I don't have time all day. To be sitting on the phone talking, get this, get that, and whatnot. I will call women on blue moons of my free time to check on them, to let them know that I'm consistent. But what I'm not going to do is devote my whole entire life, my time, and my energy for some bitch that 9 times out of 10 is just going to utilize it as an opportunity to play with you anyway. We're not finna do that here. All right? Squares, they take women on dates and whatnot for the potential to fuck. Pimps, they fuck on the women that's invested in them. That's the difference. But both of them you still need to manage your time effectively for whatever it is that you call yourself doing. All right? Management. However it is that you're talking to her and everything and stuff like that too, yo. Understand that when you're texting the bitch and when you're online and stuff, sometimes you might say particular things that if you was to say it at a tone of voice or say it with a certain type of, innuendo or something, they can finally perceive you the right way, but the bitch took you the wrong way because you texted it to her instead of said it to her, and she don't know the difference. She don't know the difference when you really being funny with her or shit like this, when you really just telling a joke, or when you seriously trying to insult her. And that's how they'll find something to get mad about. But you eliminate all that, yo. I'll pull up on the bitch. We'll talk. I'll get on the dating app and shit. I'll talk to her for about a good 2 hours or so. You feel me? Like an hour or so. And that'd be when I have my free time. That's when I chill and whatnot. I got to enjoy having that conversation with you first. All right? I got to enjoy you and who you are first. You got to damn sit outside and be different and whatnot. And right now, the reason why it takes so long, it don't take so long and shit like this because, you feel me, I'm bullshitting. I'm taking this opportunity because it's necessary time. That's the necessary time that you need to be asking questions. All right? Put bitches through interview processes whenever you deal with them and set your terms and conditions. All right? Manage your macking effectively. Number 9. We're going to move on to number 9, guys. Number 9. Respect that a bitch has options. Respect that the bitch has options, guys. You guys do not want to respect that. You guys get mad. You'll fall for a bitch. You'll really, really like a bitch. You'll start talking. And, you know, the communication changes from being a little bit consistent or whatnot to she just won't message back anymore and all that kind of stuff like that. Guys, I'm here to tell you, you guys got to understand that you're not the only nigga that's in that app. Majority of people that are in these apps and shit, they have options. But it's more so like that for women than it is for men because we're the ones that's always pursuing them. But for those of us that understand our worth and we got kingship P mentalities, yo, we're going to fall back and allow that shit to be able to be, you know what I'm saying, set aside through a different route, bro. All right? But a lot of you guys cannot respect the fact that a bitch got options. If the bitch ain't talking to you, 9 times out of 10, it's because she entertaining somebody else. The bitch gonna tell you all the fucking time that it's because she too busy and she got kids and she got other shit and all kind of shit. That shit's some bullshit. 75% of the time. Now, there are women out there that's going through life and they do have shit going on and there are people like that, but the majority of them, that's not what they're going through, bro. They just simply don't feel like it. They have somebody's entertaining them right now. All right? A bitch will be talking to some guy and she'll be in a relationship or something and she really want to work shit out with that guy and she really still got feelings for that guy, but she got other niggas or whatnot that she'll talk to just so she can try to feel even with that guy in the moment because she bitter about him for whatever he doing. And if they work something out, she go right back to that guy. You're right back on the back burner again. Yo, respect the fact that she has options. If you're not her option then or whatnot and shit, like, who the fuck cares? Listen, we don't give a fuck about bitches and their options and shit because we got too many options of our own. Focus on your own options within the dating app. The more that you scroll and the more that you like and the more that you know what I'm saying, be able to do things like that, the more you increase your potential for getting matches and stuff. And then when you have those type of options and shit, it's better for you to be able to go by and break them all down and figuring out what's the best option for you. You guys do not want to deal with these dating apps from a mindset of abundance. And I can't stand that with y'all. I can't stand it with y'all because y'all understand, yo, dude, y'all sit there and bitch. You sit there. You sit there and you keep bitching all out. This bitch ain't want to talk to you. Well, if you don't get up and get on your job, get up and get on your purpose, bro. Do what the hell it is God put you here to do. Whatever the hell that shit come with. So when you do that, and come in your life and start hitting you up anyway. Right? I gotta say that every other live. It jump me crazy to me. If you can't respect the fact that a bitch got options, you don't need to be on no damn app. You need to go somewhere secluded to like, what's the damn villages they have? It's some shit where these guys, they don't believe in technology. They don't believe in all that kind of stuff. They still live as if it's like the 1st century or something. You know what I'm talking about? Like, they got horses and they got beards. You need to go there. All right? That's where you need to go for this shit. Respect the fact that bitch got options. And she's going to come back to you when you're ready. And if she really fucks with you and everything and stuff like that, you're not going to have to fight for her attention. You're not going to have to fight for her to text you back. You're not going to fight for all these kind of things and stuff like that. Yo, the more options that you have, the more potential it is for you to talk to somebody that's going to reflect the energy it is that you're looking for. And when the bitch ain't giving you the energy you're looking for, yo, it just might not be that time right now. She might have something going on. She might come back to you, and even if she don't, who the hell cares? You have options. You guys get so worked up and insecure about the fact that a bitch don't want to talk to you, a bitch can't respond to you right now, a bitch don't, yo, she is getting some dick right now from somebody else that harded her before you did. So shut the fuck up. And move on about your business, man. And you say focus on your own options. As a matter of fact, let's be a lesson to you right now. I got bitches on my team right now. Hell, I got women and whatnot, stuff like that. Call themselves in love with me or whatever the hell it is they got and whatnot. Yo, I'm not the only nigga in their life, yo. And I know that and I accept that and I deal with that. Hell, when I get so cool with the bitch, we sit down and we talk sometimes. I be like, oh, what happened with you and that other trick ass nigga you call yourself with? Oh, things is cool, just talking whatnot. What you need though, what you need? Look out for that nigga, man. Respect the fact that bitch got options, yo. Respect that. Because listen, when you're that guy and you're what she really likes, you're not going to have to beg for her attention, bro. You're not going to have to jump through loopholes and stuff to be able to prove to this bitch how much you need and want her to talk to you and shit, yo. Sit down and stop bitching about how nobody want to talk to you online and how you're not getting the shit is you looking for. Have some patience with that shit, bro. People got lives outside of you, nigga. The same way you got lives outside of this shit. This is the reason why I encourage all you guys to get fucking busy, bro. Because when you're not busy like that, and you don't have anybody in your life and whatnot, then yeah, you're just sitting around waiting for somebody talking shit. Like, I'm telling you, bro. Yo, I can send you a screenshot of my shit right now. It's nothing but damn people they waiting on me to respond to them. The fuck I look like damn bitching about somebody not responding. I'm telling you, what the fuck I look like doing that shit. Cedric, what's good, gang? Despite the fact that bitch got options. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this up with number 10. We're going to wrap this up with number 10, and I'm going to close it for today. I try not to be up here too long. I try not to be too long. Some of my cane talks are short. Some of the other ones are long. But the ones that are long have the most vital information for you. If your attention span, I know it's hard, but if your attention span can just bear with me for a little bit. Yo, I'm telling you, I will give you all the game you need to deal with this shit from a position of power, guys. All right? I don't want to hear you bitching. I don't want to hear you complain. I don't want to hear about how suck up you is online and whatnot and how you mad because don't no bitch want to talk to you on some fucking damn electronic application. Number 10, lay down your pros before you give out your cons. Give her space to make a balanced decision. Now, what do I mean by this? You pick up the phone. You talking to the bitch. All right? You want to, throughout the nature of the conversation and everything, talk about negative circumstances and everything that happened to your life. You want to then talk about your problems. You want to talk about how you just out here looking for somebody to love you for you and accept you for who you are. Man, shut the fuck up with all that bullshit. These bitches don't care. I'm trying to tell you guys these bitches don't care, yo. And you see, the thing about it is, you got to understand that a woman is already like this. Before she comes to talk to you, her guard is up and she's looking for minor reasons to try to push you away off gate because there's so much fuck shit out here in this dating pool, guys. That's what they got to do before they deal with us. And it sucks that I have to go through that because you guys keep making it an uncomfortable space for these women. But I'm here to tell you today, it doesn't have to be like that. Give your pros first. When you're getting to know the woman, yo, before you start talking about all your bad traits and all that type of shit, and this is the thing that I want you guys to understand. It's not manipulative. It is manipulative to an extent. I'm not going to say it's manipulative. I'm going to say it's strategic. All right? Because the manipulation comes with a context to it that you guys, it's too deep for y'all to understand. I'm going to say strategic. Strategically, set out your pros first. And then, what you guys would do, a lot of you guys, y'all set out your pros, but you won't relinquish the cons. When you're all pros, but you're no cons, you set yourself off as too perfect, and there's a ding alert that goes off in the back of her head that makes her say, yo, this shit right here is too good to be true. I guarantee this man is hiding something. Right? That's how that does in that type of circumstance. Then you have a second circumstance where The second circumstance is when you put the let me say how you do this shit. You take the cons, right? And you put them before the pros. If you take your cons and you put them before the pros and shit, yo, she's gonna not like your cons so much that she's not gonna have a balanced way of dealing with you. Yo, she don't give a fuck about how good your pro is. Your pros could outweigh your cons. But because you went ahead with those cons first, and because all she sees you is bad, yo, she's just gonna push you away and not talk to you at that fucking point. You're fucking yourself up, guy. You're doing that shit. And I'm telling you, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that, all right? Guys, I'm telling you, it's more beneficial for you to be able to deal with a woman and stuff like that that has a balanced identity of who you are and give her the right to be able to choose between that. This is my strategy when it comes to be able to dealing with women, and you're talking about these pros and cons as it consists with balance and an ability to be able to have people come and deal with you for who you are, yo. These loud ass people with these damn shits be driving by me, bro. Shit crazy. When I'm talking to the bitch, yo, I'm talking to her and I let her know my positive ends, and yo, we do all this type of stuff like that, but I'm not trying to be manipulative and whatnot and shit about my cons and stuff neither. But when I do talk about the cons and whatnot, I'm just honest about personal things that come with me. So I'll talk to a woman, and these are my pros. My pros are I'm a great listener. I'm very emotionally intelligent. I have a lot of maturity that don't come with most men. I'm not a liar. I'm honest. I'm straightforward. I'm respectful. I'm a hustler. I have a purpose. These type of things. All right. I value being a father to children. I don't value being a deadbeat. I'm focused on getting money. You know what I'm talking about? I actually have a goal. I actually have a plan. All right. These type of things you consider your pros. The things that you do. I love music. I love being creative. I love bringing people together. I'm fun energy to be around. I like to dance. You know what I'm saying? I like to cool it. Yo, you know what I'm talking about? Yo, I'm connected. I network. I love people. I have a podcast. You feel me? All of these are pros. All of these are pros. All right? But after I tell my pros and stuff, I don't forget to give her my cons. I'm just strategic about the cons it is that I give her. I'm not being manipulative. I'm just saying some shit y'all don't need to be talking to women about. You know it's going to make her not want to fuck you. But you feel like you have to say it anyway. Because y'all love to talk yourselves out some pussy and then complain about why a dating app don't work for you. Shut the hell up. I ain't never had no issues with that shit. Yo, I got more pussy than a little bit, yo. Through an app. And it's not that I need the app to get coochie, but I'm not going to act like it's not a valuable resource. All right? You just have to take up the time to utilize the app as pretty much like, say you're a job, right? You're a job, you're a company, and you're trying to hire workers for your corporation. First, they have to put in the application. What's that application? That attraction confirmation it is that you need. And once you get that, then they come to your desk. You set up your interview. All right? And when you set up your interview, you ask questions. And you get them give you proof about stuff. All right? When you go to a job, before they hire you for a position or whatever in their life, for them to be able to contribute to that damn corporation and shit, yo, they make you say, do you have a degree? Do you have a degree? Do you have such and such years of experience? Do you have this? Do you have that? It's the same thing with the dating market, guys. Y'all don't never put bitches through that shit whenever y'all go through the dating applications. But if you did, you wouldn't have to deal with that fuck shit. Or at least if you did, it would be like that only 10% of the time. The other 90%, it's going to go smooth for you because you're not going to set yourself up for a position for anybody to be able to exploit you from the get jump. All right? That's the shit I'm talking about. This is very, very, very powerful stuff that I'm talking about. So my cons, I'll sit down and I'll let a woman know about my cons and stuff after that. But I'll let her know about my cons. My cons are sometimes I don't want to open up. It's hard for me to open up and talk about things. You know what I'm talking about? I suppress a whole lot of things. I don't feel like my words matter when I talk to people. I get, you know what I'm saying? Like, now don't get me wrong, I'm very assertive. I'm assertive as fuck. And I nip shit in the bud before it fucking start. But sometimes I withdraw because I can't allow myself to open up. I can't really be vulnerable with women like that. I can't allow myself to do it. I can be vulnerable when it comes to like talking about things that might improve us as far as like where we're, you know, understanding things to help build you through a therapist type of perspective when I value her enough. But God, like, I'm not out here doing that type of stuff. Or like say another one of my cons and stuff like that, right? Like the mother of my kids. Like everybody know I got a crazy ass baby mama. And a lot of times and stuff, the way we treat each other and whatnot, it's not fair. But I'm not the type of nigga to go speaking bad about the previous bitches that I dealt with before or whoever else I dealt with before and stuff. I'm not going to come talking bad about them to the next bitch. Because when you do that type of shit, it automatically sets off an indication in the head like, yo, oh man, you the type of person that if we fall off or something like that, this is how you going to be talking about me to other bitches. And they don't like that type of shit. So I'm steadfast with her and I'll let her know up front. Like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, if you want to deal with me, you want to deal with the fact that I got crazy baby mama. My crazy baby mama shit like that, she really, really fucking love me. And she don't want to see us together. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. How can I put this shit? The bitch will respect the fact that I let her know what she was getting into, and really it turned itself into a pro, right? But I didn't try to hide the cons from her. I didn't try to hide the fact that, you feel me, like I let her know what she was getting herself into so she don't end up looking stupid when certain shit come out. You feel me? Or another one of my cons. Another one of my cons would be and stuff like that. Like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I can start a project and then halfway through it, I might not finish it when I need to. Things of that nature. Fighting against procrastination. Things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, these are cons that she can relate to and that she can understand. And then on top of that, when you relinquish those type of cons, it leaves room for the bitch to be able to come in and fit in those places and stuff, to be able to be a helpmeet to you in those areas that you need. So like, for instance, like with me, procrastination, right? Sometimes I can procrastinate. I might put something off. I might not feel like doing it at that moment. I need that girl or whatnot, you feel me, that's gonna come through and shit and be like, baby, you know what I'm talking about? You got a mission to go through. Everybody talking about the King Talk stuff or whatnot. Are you gonna drop a video today, daddy? What you gonna do? And I'm like, you know what? You right, bitch, you right. So I get up and I start talking up here. All right? I love that. I love women that do that. I love women that support me and my purpose and my dreams, yo. I love that shit. And I get that every time I do that. All right, so you lay down your cons, and your cons leave room for them to fit, or at least to understand or know what they're dealing with. Because when you let a woman know that these are your type of cons and whatnot, when you start dealing with her, then she knows better how to deal with you. And then whatever it is that y'all have is better. A lot of you guys be getting to these confrontations with women that y'all randomly meet and whatnot, because you don't know what the fuck you're dealing with. You don't know what you're dealing with. You don't know how she's gonna take you. You don't even know if she can receive you, bro. And the thing about it is, a woman, don't get worked up if a woman still says no. Guys, it's not a big deal. What the fuck do you care? You have options any fucking way. You're on a dating app. But the thing about it is, when you lay down your pros and cons and shit, give her a fair chance to be able to distinguish between that. Yo, let her know your pros and your cons. Don't just be all for one thing or another or whatnot. And then whenever you do that, always start off positive first. Always let your positive start off. The only time ending something positively and starting off negative first is better is in other areas of life. Like, say somebody come to be a bearer of bad news. Like, I got some good news and I got some bad news. If somebody comes to me with that, I got some good news and I got some bad news shit, I would always rather you give me the bad news first and then give me the good news later, you know what I'm saying, after that, so at least I can fucking feel better, or at least have a damn psychological point, you feel me, like, on the end to make me feel better about whatever it is I'm going through. And everything's not even about, you know, the better part and shit. A lot of it is about attitude. And there's power in that attitude. And when you end something off more positively, it gives you an ability to be able to tackle everything from a more positive perspective. You get further like that. And then when I come to you and I tell you the good shit, and it's good and we're all up and whatnot, then I put you down, you end it with nothing, you stay down. But it's not like that for women when you're in a dating field or in a dating app, because it's different. You need to set aside your positives first and then relinquish your negatives after that. But what I'm saying is, after you do that or whatnot, yo, be strategic about the cons it is that you set up, and at least allow her to experience your vulnerability to some sense, so she can have an ability to connect with you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And when you do that, you won't end up dealing with bitches and stuff like that and whatnot that act like they can't accept you for who you are or deal with you for you and your shit. I don't want to hear that. Any bitch that deal with me and whatnot, yo, she knew what she was getting into before she got up in here, and she don't mind, and it's not as bad when she's here because she understands me to an extent. She got understanding. My bitch submissive, she got comprehending. The moment she don't, that is her ending. I got a whole lot of dick that I'm sending. That's how this works. All right? That's how this works. I have talked enough today. All right? And I don't even know if I'm going to do more King Talk. I might end up doing some more King Talks later on anyway, because I'm off today, so I got a bunch of time. Feel me? So I'm going to make sure I bring up some more of y'all. But y'all got to consider these things. Y'all got to consider these things. These are how you rule the dating apps from position of power. When you get up there and everything, there's nothing wrong with the dating app. Dating apps are not bad, all right? It's always better for you that you get out in the real world and you make real life connections and real life experiences. But every now and then, if you want to take advantage of that tool, there's nothing wrong with that, guys. Oh, excuse me, guys, excuse me. Excuse me. Dust shit be setting off my allergies. I'm sorry. All right. Balanced decisions. Balanced decisions. Always give the bitch a chance to be able to weigh everything it is or whatnot, so she has a fair opportunity. And you know what? Women, I don't care what they say about me. They should back this up, because this is in favor for y'all. This is in favor for y'all that I'm telling the men this type of stuff, because now you can balance what it is you want out from the man when you deal with him, and now you don't have to deal with, oh, well, you lied about this, and you told me you was this, whatnot, and I thought you was so good. This is how women end up. Because what's our favorite question to ask women, right? Our favorite question to ask them is, well, if you really, you should have made sure that the man and everything and stuff like that was that type of man before you laid down with him. Hell, you laid down with him. Yeah, she laid down with the guy and shit like that and whatnot, and had a child with the guy and all that kind of stuff, because all the man gave her was pros. All that man told her was all this good stuff about her. She never got a chance to really accept him for his ugly side. Everybody has an ugly side. Everybody has a dark side. I don't care if you're a human, you have a dark side. And she didn't get a chance to be able to get notified about that, your dark side. So when she got slapped in the face by it and whatnot, she started realizing that when she had a chance to weigh it, your cons to her really outweigh your pros. But you get more pros because of your attitude and your approach. And that sets aside difference in how she decides to deal with you. All right? What's this right here? I've been stuffing my beard sometime. Ain't nothing in it. Okay. But I'm telling you guys, it's always better for you that you do that. Okay? That's the end of today's King Talk. You guys like my shit, share my shit, subscribe to my channels and whatnot. And always, always, always remember, whatever you do in life, guys, whatever you do in life, always deal with it from a position of power. Thank you.